Na 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 Batgirl. That's not right. Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. And today we've got the Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batgirl. So, again, this is another one from Amazon that I picked up quite cheap. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. But I've been really... how do I say it? I've been really happy with this line so far. I'm not a big DC guy, but hopefully Batgirl continues the trend and doesn't let me down like I've heard about some of these figures. So let's look at the box of the DC Multiverse Batgirl. As you can see here, DC Multiverse Batgirl. It comes with this this build a Batmobile piece. And it's pretty kind of silly if you ask me, because they're only like really small. They're not it's not an actual scale Batmobile. As you can see the figure there. You can see her above as well. It says 22 moving parts. And on the top, Mcfarlane Toys. On the side, Batgirl Art of the Crime, DC Multiverse. On the back you get this lovely shot of Batgirl on her bike, which she doesn't come with, obviously. Collect them all to build a little Batmobile thingy. So you've got Nightwing. Is this Batman Who Laughs? And of course Batgirl herself. So yeah, it's a three-wave, it's a three-figure wave. You've got all the legally stuff down the bottom. And that's the box. So also it says here each figure comes with a collectible trading card, which I said on my Batman review was quite a nice little touch. So here is Batgirl out of the box. Let's look at that Build a Batmobile piece. It's a pretty simple piece. As you can see, size is pretty small. You get 3 of those and you can build yourself a little mini Batmobile to put somewhere. I won't be building these, so yeah. Try it out of the side. Like most Mcfarlane figures, it comes with a stand. Standard black DC stand. It does come with the trading card. Batgirl Art of the Crime. It's a really nice touch. If you didn't know anything about the character, it gives you a nice little bio there, so you can pause here and read that. And of course the picture of her face there. So, accessory wise, it comes with a gold batarang, which is pretty similar to the black one you get with Batman. It's almost identical, bar the colour actually, and some grooves here on the side. The grappling hook gun is very similar to the one you get with Batman as well. It doesn't stretch out any more than this, so don't try and pull it, because I imagine it would break. It does look kind of cool, and we'll look at those in a second. Here is the Batman one, just for argument's sake. They look really similar. The Batman one actually looks more like a gadget gun, and this one looks like a proper gun. So that's the accessories quickly out of the way. So let's get on to the figure herself. It does have that weird Mcfarlane feel to it. Not a sheen like the usual Marvel Legends or anything. That's a deep plasticky feel. Comes with a solid cape. Underneath that you can see she has a backpack. It's not very malleable. You can't sculpt it into shapes or anything like that. It does, like, it's not like the Batman one where it's actually hinders her moves or anything. But yeah, it's painted well. I don't see any major paint issues on it from just looking around there really quickly. The face looks good. She does look like Barbara Gordon, as you can see there. She looks quite good. The hair does cover her eyes, which is cool, but even if you lift under, you can see her eyes are really well done. So let's go to articulation. The head goes all the way around, despite the hair being in the way. You get some looking down. You get no looking up. You do get, of course, the bat wings here as well. So she doesn't look up at all, because the hair and cape is in the way. So that's one null point. She does have a bit of a butterfly joint in there. It can be quite hard to move though. She does go all the way around, this way out. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Look at that, Marvel Legends, Hasbro. Look at these double jointed elbows. It can be done on female figures. There is a ball for her wrist, which goes all the way around, in and out. It's quite good movement there. She has it's like an ab crunch type joint here. It doesn't go down a lot. It's a lot of movement on that. It does go left to right. There is no real hip move or waist swivel is very poor as well, if there is one. But it does. Yeah, okay, that's not great, but okay, it's fine. Legs kick out this much, but she does do the splits. Yeah, she does do the splits. They don't go back that much either, so not a lot of forward or back movement. So you have to really work to get her to do those high kicks. No tie swivel. Does have double jointed knees, which go all the way back. There's a ball for the ankle, which gives you great movement, and there is toe articulation. Now, the one thing that strikes me about this figure is how long the legs are. So she's got really long legs. I think this is the problem. These don't need to be this long, so you could have very easily made this figure 6 inches. But of course, this is Mcfarlane, so you're always going to have that 7-inch scale issue. Let's look at the accessories now. Again, quite comfortable fit, no problems there. And she does look good with it on as well. But unfortunately, she's going to have to lean back really hard to see what she's doing because of the lack of backwards movement on the head. And that doesn't work because she just falls over. So you're going to have to get really creative with your posing to get her to shoot for the stars. Something like that might work. But I suppose she does have the stand as well. But myself, I'm not a big fan of using stands. I would rather use the figure on its own. The Batarang does fit on the other hand as well. Well, it should fit on the other hand. But it's just, my fingers are terrible. So yeah, you can get that, you can work that in there. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm not a big, someone tell me in the comments, does she have a gold Batarang in the comics? I think the black one suits her better. But anyway, that's just personal preference. So with all that stuff out of the way, let's see how she scales up with other figures. So I can get her to stand. Stand up. So there she is standing. Here she is next to the Mcfarlane Detective Comics Batman. So height wise, there isn't a lot in it. Like, is she? I presume he's supposed to be a lot taller because she almost looks as big as him. I think it's because of the way this Batman is done as well. It's quite slight, so he doesn't look that big next to her. And I've heard like there's scaling issues even within the line itself. Like even there now, like he's flat-footed. Nose to nose, he's just a bit taller than her. So that's probably wrong. But like if I'm judging these against other lines, this annoys me. I wish they were 6-inch scale. Look how small they are compared, or how tall they are compared to Marvel Legends. And like SH Figuarts then are tiny altogether next to them. So yeah, you can see where there's issues with scale and stuff. But as a figure on her own, she looks really good. I am not too bothered about much of her actually. She's quite good figure, happy to have her. There's some great deals over on Amazon at the moment. Excuse me, on these, if you have Prime, you can get them for, you can get the majority of the first 2 waves for £15 to £20 shipped. So go and check those out. There's even I think depending on when this goes out, there was a pre-order for the Azrael figure in wave 3 for $11.99 on Amazon. So go check those out, guys, and don't forget to like the channel. Drop me a subscribe if you're feeling generous. Drop a comment. What do you think of the Mcfarlane figures so far? And yeah, so thanks a million, guys. We'll catch you soon. Bye.